boy, oh boy. What's up, guys? Google did not want to let me on the internet for a minute there. I was messed up. What's up, Google? Thought we were homies. Ridiculousness. But we're here. Let's pop out chat. Bring it over here. Bring it over there so you mans can see, cause far too often I can't see anything. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying. Ooh, there it is. What's up, chat? Happy Saturday to you. It's 12 p.m. Where's the smiling man? Hey, here he is. Smiling, ready to go. Oh, check this out. I'm smiling because look at those things back there. Look at that. Glorious. Cop mode. Anybody see my TikTok? Check this out. I'm gonna demonstrate some stuff. Number one, we got show mode 1. Show mode 1 is happening. Cool things happen. Let me move my dome. Right. Show mode 2. Oof. Some bouncy. Now this is what makes me happy. Ready? Watch this. XK Chrome. The best. You turn it on. Look, it's doing cool things. But there's an extra wire nobody ever uses. I gotta show you guys this. It's so good. This was what it does. You give it power, you tell it what to do on the app, and then cop mode, bro, cop mode. And then freak him out. You just got pulled over, pal, by the dopest WRX ever. Adam Nash. Be pulling over people. Don't tell him I made these though. Say it was your idea. I always wanted to be a cop. Now, my WRX looks like one. Yes. So good. Boom. Boom shakalaka. That makes me so happy. DJ Boom, what up? I always think of Dylan Weaver when I look at this little screen. I can read chat. So the question is, how much? How much for what, Dick?
That's not nice. You shouldn't be mean to people that hit you up out of the blue and asks you to stop everything you're doing and explain from the very ground up every single thing that you could possibly quote them on, just so they can peace out. You should totally just waste all your time doing that. That'd be way nicer. How much for what, Dick? It's Richard, though. His name's Richard. I'm not just saying Dick because I'm mean. I was just trying to be efficient. Just short and right to it. Richard takes too long to say. So the guy that asked you how much with no context, in my book, he's just Dick. Yes. I'm actually the Dick. These lights that I have right chaw are not the ones that you saw yesterday. They are not. These completely hand-built shenanigans. I mean, this is not a good thing here. Nobody should do this. Oh, so much bad. Now, it's cool to know how to do it. It's just never ever gonna make you any money. So there's that.
Then leave her $50. Me love you long time. What a gangster. Love you long time for what? Well, how much? That's always the question, right? So these lights, again, not Mr. Slush HD. Although, you know what? He's my favorite dick out there. He's Richard. He's the best Richard they've ever made. They don't make Richards like Slush HD. I never think about that though. Here we have this. Oh, I should have done this. We have so much that we get to enjoy and help each other out on the channel, on the live stream, all of that. And that's because not all Richards are created equal. Some of them are just bosses. Just fantastic. Guys that deserve better than they get from me and probably other people too. Gary Vaynerchuk just texted me. He didn't. He's just got a dope little service that sends text. It says this Tuesday I will be doing something from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. If you're ready for it, go to Twitter right now and tweet me at GaryV and say, I'm ready. My man just knows how to get those call of actions. Like, I'm such a fanboy. It's terrible. Like, Gary, notice me. I work really hard. It's crazy. So I am actually, just to not be talking about nothing, I'm going to be soldering up some connections on these lights, these little fellas here, because they used to be wired up a dumb way. Now they're going to be wired up a smart way. I used to have these things where this wire would come all the way out the back of the taillight, like right there, right? All the way up inside the trunk of the GTR. And that's where the Ghost module was mounted. Yo. Now we don't even use black wire. Now we use the ribbon cable directly. But I'm not going to rewire ribbon cable. I'm just going to go these right to a ribbon cable directly instead of like running them to here and there. Oh, sorry. Indigestion. So I have a question for you. Number one, Sinister, did you know you're my admin now? You're my admin, bro. He's in the channel. It's awesome. 100K says, I was working on files, uploaded them, then passed out. We should check them out, dude. You should definitely do that. Uploaded at 4:30. What a gangster. John Paul says, that was me Thursday after 5 hours at the animation. You guys are just crushing. I love that. I hope you know too that like what you get out of this, and in the case of like I hooked up Tim with something, I'm gonna hook up John Paul with something, I'm gonna hook up more people with some things. Specifically, like I've got a lot of product that I don't want to like devalue it, but I have a bunch of like expensive stuff that I'm never gonna use, that I don't need, and I would totally rather just reward you for learning stuff and educating yourself and for helping out each other. So there's gonna be a lot more prizes and stuff like that that end up being on the show. Not like chum, not just because I want people to tune in and all that, and I'm like, hey, be my friend, I'll give you stuff, but just as like a, yeah, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep working on those animations and getting lost in all the, I don't know, the craziness that, you know, 5 hours blows past and you're still sitting there animating. Like, that's what's up. Like, you're helping yourself, you're learning. It's so good. I didn't do that for the first 3 years after I was making custom like animated stuff with Ghost. I basically didn't stop or didn't start really diving in until I was at the point where I didn't have somebody that I was paying to work for me to do it. Sinister says, I'm hydro dipping some shrouds. What a straight gangsta. Yes, thank you, bro. Hey, are you thanking me? Who you thanking? Would you thank me for making you an admin? That could not be what you're talking about. I like signed you up for duties and stuff. You shouldn't thank me. So yeah. DJ Boom says, well, I thought it over 1 million times, and then I ran full on the GTR headlights, and then I fall in love with them. That's my man. I love DJ Boom. I need to get you guys set up on like a roll call thing where at the end of the stream it just rolls credits and it just thanks you guys. I mean, you guys are amazing. The people that have been supportive, sending stuff. I mean, I lose the keys to a GTR, and instead of being like, this guy's an idiot, I'm not wasting any more time on him, I get a box in the mail with little organization tags for 1 million keys. I think that was like the foreshadowing of like, this man should not have a shop. I think that was alluding to like, dude likes to make content. Clearly he's not leveraging all of the overhead, so he probably shouldn't have it. That's what I think. I think everybody should be able to work at home and enjoy and have a good time. And that's why I think the stuff with doing custom animations and all that, like, dude, people are gonna think you're a wizard. They really are. They're just gonna think that you're the smartest dude ever. What's up, Jose? What's up, Julian? What's up, Hunter? Anybody else I didn't say hi to? Got John Paul. I got Aberrat. What's up? Tim Shields, God Force. Let's see. Oh, and I love the fact that you guys were like watching out for each other, too. That like, John Paul was like, "What? Wait for Hunter. Wait." Like, dude, Hunter, just keep making dope stuff. It'll all come full circle. Sean Paymer, what up, sir? Man, I was just talking much stupidness. Apple's LED custom. I didn't even see you there. What up? 10 a.m. We're here. There's my big Al in the house, all the way at the very beginning. Sinister welcoming the squad. You guys are the best. Lightsman community to the world. I love this whole squad thing. It's the best. You guys are just crushing. 120 people. I don't think there's anybody new, but let's just look. Let's just look. We got... Oh, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do it. Okay, let's see. My man says, have you signed up for Sequential Squad on FlyRyde? No, but I'm about to. Are you sure? Don't freaking lie to me. Do you agree to not be a dick? Approved. In there. Let's see if anybody answers the question I asked earlier. Marine Customs in the house. Look at that. One comment. Let's look at Marine Customs, guys. I'm gonna talk about some stuff. This man has been supporting me via Lightsman community, Lightsman OG. He got involved like off the bat, like first thing. So for those of you guys that don't know, for those of you guys that aren't in squad, get in squad. It's free. I'm gonna totally hit you up for other stuff after that. I'm gonna be like, okay, learn all the free stuff, learn how to code, meet all the awesome people that are in the group and the community, and then if you want to learn how to do this crazy shenanigan stuff, the hands-on, the hardcore wiring, one of two things needs to happen. One, you need to show up to the live streams and be here, because that's just a big thing. I mean, if you're here and I'm filming content for the courses that are paid courses, but you're here, you get to watch it live, you get to learn from it. That's dope. That's cool. And it doesn't take away from what it's worth to be packaged in its own little course, tucked away, like when I made all the wiring for these monsters yesterday. Hey, that was really cool. Actually really enjoyed shooting it. But then the other thing is, if you're showing up on the lives and you're getting all of that stuff, but you really do want to be able to dive in, I don't know, then you should absolutely get inside the squad so that when all the emails go out, when I start doing the offers and trying to bring people into the online courses, that you'll get notified of it. And if that's not for you, then cool. I won't bug you. I won't spam you much. I don't know. I'm learning. The whole online marketing thing is crazy. So David Brown, yo, what up? Odin says, I'm new. Welcome, Odin. Happy to have you, sir. So, if you are in squad, hashtag squad, in the chat, please do it. Let's do it. And then we're going to dive in to Marine Customs. And I think it's awesome because he's been along for, I mean, really way before I had crystallized most of this into what I wanted it to be. I've been talking about it for almost a decade. I've been trying to make it happen. But yeah, I mean, I think the hard thing, the unlock for me was how do we grow a community that literally benefits from being in the community, whether I'm doing anything or not. And I'm pumping hard, like for sure. I'm doing these lives every day. We're at 60, or not 60, we're at what, 24 hours of live stream so far. That's a lot. That's hard. I mean, I can talk a lot, but it's still hard. You can tell, just fast forward to the end of all the live streams, and I'm talking like this. My throat's all stupid, and I've lost all my charisma, and I'm worthless. Then I go back to my family. That's messed up. Got all these squaddies. That's cool. I love that Jake just volunteered that he's in Minnesota. Where are you watching from? Because if you're not in squad, I know that you're somewhere. Where in the world are you watching from? Let me know if you're watching a replay this. Comment below. I like to see the comments. They're good. We're going to be changing things up pretty big time. Not like in taking away from the live stream, but in the very specific, very beginner focused videos that I want to draw in thousands and thousands of people into the website, into the YouTube channel, into email groups. Like, obviously all good things will come from growing the actual subscribers overall, not just on YouTube, but like people that subscribe to the FlyRyde. Sean Paymer's in California. California. Hunter's in Texas. Tim's in Indiana. Carforce says 26-ish hours because you did a couple at about 2 hours. That's true, I did. I know, it's a lot of time. It's crazy. Al's in Trinidad and Tobago. Jose in Philly. What up in Philly? Cool. All right. So, sounds like a deployment. Check it out. We're going to go check out my man, Marine Customs, because he has been along for the ride big time. So this is his Facebook page, and he's got some Genesis Coupe stuff. I actually just sent him a ton of Genesis Coupe stuff from the move, and I really hope that it does some good stuff for him. Got some Mustang action happening, and I know you can see some of this stuff in squad as well. He's working with addressable, which is dope. We're gonna shout out somebody that did a really cool video on addressable as well. Check out these Kia Soul lights. Does he say guess the vehicle? Oh, I guess Kia Soul. So check this out. So the addressable stuff, in my opinion, it really does grab so much attention, and it really is a great place for people that are starting, I want to say that are starting to incorporate this kind of stuff into their existing business. I don't think that it's the best place to start on if you are just getting into lighting, because there's going to be a bunch of little pitfalls to it. I don't think it's bad at all. I think it's an overall great thing. It's going to continue to get better and better, but I mean, just look at these Genesis lights though. Like, if I were making stuff like this 10 years ago, when I really got heavy with Genesis Coupe lights, people would have freaked out. I was like, look guys, an angel eye. Oh man, I got to show you guys some of the angel eyes. They'll be in a angel eye video that I do coming up soon, but it's just like, it was the very first LED angel eye like circuit boards of their kind, and I was doing this back in 2009-10. I found these things and it completely blew my handmade angel eyes out of the water. And so once I got my hands on them, I was like, dang, these things are like $5-10 on eBay coming from overseas, showing up, and they had so many LEDs. They had like 50 LEDs on there, and I'd never seen anything like that. Crappy little 3528s in a circle, you know, white circuit board, just butt ugly, but they were cool. I mean, they were better than anything I had made, brighter anyway. And so I remember the first set that I ever did, I put them on a set of Genesis Coupe headlights, and like, they were kind of legit for the time. 2009, 2010, that was crazy. So yeah, now things are better. Things are way better. So checking out my dude's Facebook page here, I mean, he's got etching going on, lots of addressable. It's really good, especially if, like I said, if you're working with a shop, it brings in attention, it brings people in the door. People are gonna run up and they're gonna be like, how much? So definitely a cool thing if you are getting that. Now, one thing I will warn anybody about that wants to do some Genesis Coupe headlights, these are gonna warp. Not because he did a bad job, not because anything. That looks sick. Super cool aesthetic going on for the whole look. Got that nice low sheen matte black. I dig the little jump shot, but heat is going to focus on this black piece of plastic. That heat is not going to be able to escape because instead of being orange, it's now black. That doesn't even look like the factory part. Maybe that's just a replacement that he made. I don't know, because I don't see any of the fluting or any of that. So I could be totally wrong. That's super dope if this is a custom part. In any case, if you paint certain reflectors that have a curve to them like that and the light can't escape, the sun is going to get them real freaking hot and melt them. Just so you know. Yo, Trey Frizzle. I like Fizzle. Trey Feezy. So more Ghost, Blue Ghost stuff. I dig. What do you guys think about the addressable? I love it. I think the work just stands out super, super well. That's what I have to say. We're gonna solder in a second. Sinister says, we have to will it forward and find more reliable LED chip. On that note, let's see if I can pull up this thing. I know you're looking at my face still. Here we go. Yes, I'm gonna pull up this video. If you guys haven't watched, I want to make a post in my community tab. My man here, let's see, Intermittent Tech. If you have never heard of this channel, check this out. Dude dives in and does a lot of really cool video, like really geeked out stuff on addressable. He posted this one up a day ago, running 24 volts to a bunch of LEDs. Check him out. I'm gonna make a post, like I said, later in community. He's running multiple different types of strips to compare them. BTF strips versus just the regular WS 2815s, and running them at 24 volts to show what happens. Super cool stuff. Let's see if we could pull up Marine Customs here on Insta. Then we're going to show off Customs. John Ortega Jr. Yeah, so all that awesome stuff he's showing off in his feed. So yeah, I mean, guys, like, if you will, like, follow each other's work for sure. It's all follow back. When people follow you, follow them back. Support each other, comment on each other's, you know, videos. Like, there's enough to go around. There's no me versus you or you versus each other for sure. Sinister's good at certain stuff. Marius, hi. I don't know what Munchen means, but it looks cool. I'm interested. Where are you watching from? Welcome. But anyway, follow each other's work. That'd be great. Lackey Singh, what up? Hello, bro. Where are you watching from? Any other lurkers? Hop in chat. Say something. Be like, hi, I'm from Holland. Isn't that weird? And you can even ask me how much. Just kidding. Now in Dubai. Very cool. Alright, let's check out my man Sinister. This guy's page freaks me out. And if you ever get jealous from looking at each other's work, it's normal. Sinister.retroworks. Wow. Let's look at Jay's stuff. Corvette Life. Oof, I don't miss those days. That was hardcore. Dang, what a baller. That's pretty sick. G-Wagon, G-Wagon, G-Wagon. TikTok. My man's crushing on TikTok. Hey. Probably shouldn't play that. It's gonna get demonetized. I'm just kidding. Like I'm making any money off these videos. Look at this work though. The etching. I've seen some of you guys posting up in Squad on Facebook too, just with those little etched panels to replace stuff. It's so crazy. So crazy to me. All the handmade stuff blows me away. Look at that. My man just made these from nothing. Like these. Let's see if I can do this. That is made out of just plastic. Dude just did a dope job making them into stuff. So amazing. You're not following Sinister, follow the man. He's your admin in Squad. He's good at things. He's nice. He spoon feeds me information constantly. Look at all this work though. It's incredible. And I absolutely just encourage you guys to just catalog your work. Shoot video of it, even if you don't do anything with it for a long time. You know how much of my online courses are shot and ready to go and not loaded up? Like hours and hours and hours and hours. It's crazy. Jake says, hello Marius. Oh, and then he says stuff that I don't know about. Sinister says, Dubai has some serious clientele. No doubt. I've had quite a few invites to go to Dubai. I don't think I want to. I think you guys should go. You guys do it. You know, I've thought about this pretty often. I was invited to go to Sri Lanka. And I don't know, like the whole idea of being paid to travel across the planet and then wrench on somebody's car. I don't want to do it. I'd rather be here with my family, like sitting in my garage streaming. That sounds better. I don't want to wrench on people's cars. I appreciate it, but there's opportunity. People will pay you to fly far, far away. I know that they're not thinking outside of what it's going to cost you to fly that way, outside of like airfare and, you know, lodging and all that. But people will pay you to do crazy things. It can get scary real quick though. I'm guessing, especially if you're in some other country that you don't even know the rules or anything like that. And what if the like local authorities rolled up on you and like, you're modifying lights, that's illegal, and you're like, what? That'd be crazy. Matthew Phillips, yo bro, I'm in Barbados. You know what's cool is Al is not far from you. We got Barbados and we got Trinidad and Tobago that are basically neighbors, right? Am I wrong about that? I feel like I'm right. I do enough hunting around and like, where the is that in the world? And then I just Google it and like, oh, that's dope. Someone's watching from there. It's crazy. I found my jam, dude. This is my Epidemic sound song list for sure. This is way better. Are we just way out of focus or what? Oh. There we go. Look at those lights. Let's do more playing with lights. Work. Whoa, you know what's crazy? Look at that. I have one thing that I haven't paired with that yet. Apparently you gotta do both. Well, good thing I recorded how to do that. Cop mode. So crazy. It's incredible. I'm not Googling at my own work. I'm just thinking about the fact that like these parts, you guys make stuff like that. It's amazing. Get in the squad. Get in there. If you're not already, hit the link. I just posted it. I feel like I just need to move this screen over. There we go. Now I feel better. Matthew Phillips retracted his statement, just so you all know. It's so weird the things I see, and if you type in caps, like the robots will attack you. It'd be like, nah, we don't want to show that. John Paul says you should have alternated cop mode. Alternated the cop mode? You can't. Can't, because it's actually on the same thing. So, matter of fact, let's do this, fellas. Let's turn off cop mode. Let's open up your boy's favorite of all the RGB apps. Not addressable, mind you. Let's go XK Chrome. Check this out. I love this. It's the best little tutorial status stuff that we can do. All right. Here we go. So I've got, it's going on the app, right? Now watch this. Let's turn up the sensitivity. That's gonna start playing to the music and my voice. I'm gonna change the colors. Boom. Turn down the sensitivity bit. I guess I gotta turn up the sensitivity. So that is just it listening to the music. Actually, the microphone. I got my themes. Just be changing stuff like this. But see how I couldn't do left and right because they're both on the same setup. I can modify the different little patterns. You can see that there. So like that is going to be more of a steady curve through colors. This is going to be more choppy. Right? And then if I'm like, yo, let's slow that way down though. Not the best one for slowing it down. There we go. And then if I'm like, I want all this to be animating, but I don't want it to take away too much attention from what we got going on. So look, that's with the brightness turned way down. Definitely not a good look. And then the fun thing about all of this is, let's say that I've played around with it on the phone for a while, right? And I'm like, hey, I wanna have cop mode now. Just push a button. Cop mode overrides wherever we were at, right? Let's turn cop mode off. Now we're back to that weird little thing that we had going on, right? But we've saved the default so that now if I turn off the RGB and I turn it back on, it's gonna go to my original default. That's different. It's different than this one right now. And I can do all of that with the remote control, and I saved it because I knew that's what I want to see when I push this button. It's turned off, cycle it back on. Boom. That's not doing the weird little thing that we saw a second ago, right? And if you're just like, yeah, bro, we can just turn to any color. Want green? Sweet, it's green. And then you're like, all right, turn it off. But you know when I turn it back on, it's not gonna be green. It's gonna be the thing that we'd saved as the default. Gangster. And then I'm like, one button, cop mode. Another button, people are gonna pull over for sure. Oh God, it's a cop. It's WRX cop. Yes, sir. Come at me, robot men. What? Okay. Yeah. So I'm feeling really good about that set, the way that we've got the remote control, and the fact that we have two of them. This is a good thing. I dig. You guys ready for some soldering? I'm gonna solder out some stuff. To check out some sights. Check out some sinister action. Turn off all the things. The cop mode, the RGB is blinding me. Actually, the RGB is good. So yeah, my man's got some skill, some serious skill. People ask about this kind of stuff all the time. Jewel eye? No, thank you. My God. So how could I be against addressable when people are building stuff like that? That's incredible. I love it. So good. I was so excited about a new product that Mike West was coming out with too. And then I realized it was just a little spoof. He was like, I got a new underglow. And he posted up the thing and I was like, oh, okay. Well, we won't be doing that. But we can do some work, some solder. I think my man is going to appreciate that. So I've got a friend in Qatar. He originally wanted to get some headlights done. So we started setting that stuff up, getting ready to do a set of headlights for him. And then some of my old taillights that I had built, these guys right here, I randomly saw them available on Facebook Marketplace. And he said that he wanted them, so I swooped them up for him. And the only problem was that they were not black. So to take everything apart, and they have been sitting here for a quick minute. Not a quick one. A very slow minute. And they are set up very different than Mr. Slush HD's. They're actually set up the same way as the taillights that are the older style. So my other customer with the GTR in Hawaii, you guys made a bunch of cool files that are the 24 channel GTR taillight files. Those are going on David Adams GTR. These are going on my dude in Qatar's GTR. Inner LEDs only. So we've got the path around the outside. We actually left all of the circuitry there. So these little plugs right there, those will plug into the factory little drivers that control the parking light, and that is the outer halo, right? Now these inner rings are only ever used as brake lights on the car normally. So we animate them, and there's only 12 on each ring, so 24 total, which makes the files that you guys made for David Adams. That's what we're gonna put on these things right now. We'll be good. So I'm gonna do that, and I hope it's interesting at all. But it might not be. You're gonna have to tell me. Or we can just watch a stale chat sit there and do nothing, which is also okay. Because we're getting stuff done and everything is inching forward bit by bit. Trips me out. Even just, I thought about it, I was like, I basically made a whole online course just from building those WRX lights, which I'm very happy about. I intended to help many, many people. You guys hear that noise? Whew. That noise. I think we're good. Okay. Let's go back to that epic music. The beginning is so good. Listen to this one. Okay. Corey McDonald in the house. Bro, we were talking about addressable a little bit ago. And that has everything to do with Corey McDonald. Just so you guys know. That Veloster love. That's like this thing I'm doing, as well as those Veloster lights. Quite a few things. It's just, it will feel so amazing to have all of these different things done on cars, shipped, and then just get to reference back to them and share those pictures and stuff, and share the video, share out people's. Actually, I really want to do this because I'm so stoked that Corey's in the house. I was sharing Sinister's page. Let's check out Corey's, because my man's got some photography on there, some crazy stuff. I think it's so good. All right, let's see. Corey VT in the house. Everybody follow Corey's channel. Like, how dumb would I be to not want to have super dope lights on this car? Just looking sick. So good. Stance and all the things. Making a Veloster look like a boss. So I'm really excited. Carbon headlight, all the craziness on there. It's gonna be good. Okay, I'm gonna dive back in to soldering things as I should be. So we've got 2 of these things to do now in the Sequential 301 course. That's where I'm taking completely stock taillight panels, chopping them all up, and then doing this. So that should be an interesting thing. I hope. I hope it to be. Hey, family of mine.
Hey.
there's my better half. What's up? On Saturday. She's like, you don't have to stream every day. I know, but I do though. I do.
So I think big weekend. Boring us.
Well, where are we at? Got 15 minutes left of soldering. And I'm done. So we're gonna hook up the ribbon cable to these guys in a sec. Test them. And then I get to go inside and do that. Good times. Working from home. Full-time business. Not the easiest, but so beats overhead. Getting to go back in and do fam stuff immediately after the stream is been a good deal. I've liked it. Oh man, I don't know why, but YouTube blocked out the hearts. John Paul says, hi Mrs. FlyRyde. I don't think she wants to even think about a stream. I think she decided yesterday that I don't to be continuing on the weekends. I really have a goal. Maybe I just have to do super early streams on the weekend. Change it up a little bit. Adjust, pivot. But I want that to be a decision made ahead of time, not just in reaction to something else. Oh, I got somebody upset at me, customer mad, family feeling neglected. We'll adjust as needed. I know one man who has been massively patient, and that is my dude Nasib in Qatar, waiting for cool lights. My dude Richard, waiting for cool lights. Corey McDonald says, I'm watching this in the car with 2-inch, 12-inch subs. And when she closed the door, I screamed. I don't think close the door is the proper way to put that. There was some slamming action going on there. Gotta say it. Sorry, guys. Mom ringing. Yeah. Tim says, I woke up this morning hoping to catch a midnight members only stream. Yeah, that may be happening on the weekends. We'll see. Yeah. Slammed for sure. Alright. So I've got multiple different little ribbon cables that I can choose from. Let me see what I got. I have a box of ghost stuff there. Ghost stuff here. Let's see if that'll work. Ooh, that's nah. Is that the winner? That's our winner. Sweet. It's the winner. That is what we are going to solder up, right? Meow. Oh, okay. Thanks for not showing me all the chat, YouTube. Oh, you didn't see it? Yeah, member streams definitely. Everybody kind of got the member stream yesterday. This was so bad, the first one. It was so ruthless. I was like, oh man. I don't want to fail that hard. We had no main camera, which means we had no multiple other views like this one. And I was gonna try to do some cool stuff, and it wasn't happening. Let's check this out. Just want to make sure I get all my channels right. So we're starting right here, and we're gonna go to 24 channels. So if I count off 6, That should be exactly how many I have here. I think this was prepped at one point for what we're about to do. So the important step now is looking at where all of this stuff is at, where it's going to fire first, and then we're going to wire all that up. Because if I just start connecting wires, very likely they're not going to be the ones in the right order, which would be sketch balls. Also need to look at where my main power wire is for this board so that I can get it. It's weird when you look back at your work from years and years ago. Like, where the heck is that? Ribbon wire looks like Airheads Extremes. Yeah, it does, right? So one could say she is supportive but doesn't agree with everything. Oh, yeah, for sure. I wouldn't either, though. I certainly wouldn't agree with everything. Okay, here's our power wire. I'm gonna pull that out from the rest. Now we can test some stuff. There we go. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I can't imagine if I was living with somebody that was so into the thing that they're doing, like me. Boom, check that out. We got one. And we've got a million other guys here. So we have to know which one's which. We've got all of these wires right there to look at. Tim says, I don't know if it's just light builders, Jay, working from home in general, you get pulled in multiple directions. Yeah, lots and lots. Sparks, what's up? Can you fix LED lights on my Lexus? Nope, sure can't. But hopefully, by you watching, you either, one, figure out how to do it yourself and learn and ask questions. Two, find somebody that's the right man for the job. I know one thing, that man is not me. I'm happy that you're here. I want you to learn. I want you to get into the squad. Get in there if you want to learn how to do cool lights. I'm not going to run that whole thing. I want to get back to this. But I do want people to have the ability to find the right guy. Because there's a guy for the job. As we just saw made very clear, sometimes it can already be stretched way too thin. We don't want you to be that way. Because that is the way I am. Stretched too thin is not the way to go. Alright. So I'm going to look at this knowing on the back side of this that I want to start with the LED on the top section here, right? So if I follow that wire, actually I want it to be under that wire. So that one is, I should remember this once I see the actual name of it. That says LED 63. Let's see if I could find which one it actually is. That was crazy. 63 gives me this guy. Let's check this out. That's our man. Okay, so we're going to start with 63. From there, we're going to go up, over. So this says 63, then 62. Right? So I want 63 to come all the way over here and hook up on our ribbon cable. So this will be the beginning of the final wire up job for these particular taillights. And after this, I'm going to start a completely from scratch build of these lights, the last one that I ever do. that will live in Sequential 301, and then you're gonna have guys like Mike West, Sinister, and Al, and a bunch of guys that have access to that I'm gonna put my faith in them and say, in the future, going forward, if people want to build crazy sequential GTR taillights, they can either use the existing products on the market, like LED pods, or they can follow those guides to make it from scratch, just like I did years and years ago. Hello, hope you're doing well. That is soon to be discovered, how well I'll be doing. Because in about 5 minutes, I'm going inside, spending the rest of the day with my fam, and I hope I'm doing well. Sure do. Thank you for being here. Let's see if we can find this wire. So that goes to 63. Next one on the list is going to be 62, which is this fella. All right. Yeah, and so what we're going to do is just individually wire these all the way around the circle and then hook them up to the sequencer, and we'll have control of all 24 LEDs as well as all, what is it, 36 or 32 LEDs on the outside. That is going to be intense. Lucas Sebring says, have you ever tried WLED on an ESP32? I don't know what any of that is, so my answer is no. Tell me about it. Let me know a little bit of the details about what you're asking. Dylan Weaver, 20 minutes later. Almost got it. Dude, 20 minutes would be brilliant. If things only took 20 minutes, it'd be the best. I've got a total of 5 minutes. So we'll see how far I can get in 5 minutes. I'll tell you one thing, in 5 minutes, I will not get 24 LEDs soldered to this ribbon cable. The nice thing is, I'll pick up right where I left off, which means I'm gonna get stuff handled that needs to be handled very much. It's a slow game. It's a turtle race. Just grinding. See if you guys can get a little bit better view here. Change this angle for you. Just so you got the little up close action happening. Ready? Here we go. From that to that. Hey. Check this out. Ridiculous, huh? Go back. Soldering circuit boards live. With exciting music. Is this how everybody feels? Does the music embody your emotion at the moment? Potential spam is calling. I bet you it's somebody that's like, hey, you should give us $400 for your phone bill or whatever that is. It's weird. The utility companies are definitely labeled as spam when they try to hit you up. Let's see. Man, that connection is pissed. There. Let's see why. Sometimes when you get a big glop, you should just start over. Go. More better. So when people see this amount of soldering and action to hook up these 24 wires, it makes them mad, get angry. Like, why would you do that? Addressable! Unacceptable! That's what I generally take from it. They're just upset. Like, no, you should not do that. Like, really, you're gonna use addressable LEDs to power these factory circuit boards? Is that what you're gonna do? No, you're not, bro. No, you're not. Another thing, online courses, I don't generally speed up more than 2 times speed. YouTube videos, 5,000% speed. Just to give you some context, 5,000%. There's some presets that will do 2 times speed, 4 times, 8 times, and 20 times. 20 times being 2,000%, right? I'll take that and I'll speed it up to 5,000 to 7,000% speed. That is so that you don't have to watch what you're seeing normal speed. So this is just a context thing here. I watch all my videos in cut time, bro. Yeah, it's pretty intense. Like, you don't want to see. I had somebody offer this week to come out and basically work side by side with me. Number one, I don't want that ever. One-on-one coaching in person is not a good thing for them or me. It's interesting because you would get no extra value out of watching at full unedited speed. It would not be better for you. Which is why doing like a bunch of live streams of like hardcore soldering, whether you think you want it or not, it would not be what you want. Gotta be honest there. In the time that it took for wifey to come out, express her distaste for my daily habit, talk about all the things I talked about, get all this stuff ready, start soldering, we did 5 wires, boys. 5 wires. So, let me be honest. It's not worth doing it on a stream to teach anybody, because it's too freaking boring. It's way too boring. Takes too much time. It's not efficient. It's an online course thing. You're sitting on the toilet, you pull out your phone, you open the app, got all of the FlyRyde courses that you're signed up for, free, paid, all that. Then you just start learning. Then it's time to go. You push pause. Or the kid's pounding on the door, the wife's like, get off your phone. Then you hit pause, you resume it later, and it tracks your progress. That's how you learn. That's the best way. Not live streaming, soldering 8 million wires. We only got 5 out of 24. 19 to go. No way that's going to be on a live stream. That might be one of those member streams that I know my dude Hunter's looking for. But in any case, today we've covered some cool things, especially those awesome channels that we checked out on Instagram. We've got Corey's, Sinister's, we got Marine Customs. I want to cover more of those. So do put that in the Facebook group. If you're not in the Facebook group, get in there. Just get in there. I don't know. It'll be good. Link last time. You guys have a wonderful Saturday. If there's an announcement about an earlier stream, like in 9 a.m. one or something like that, I'll put it in the Facebook and in the community posts on the channel, as well as my man's crazy addressable RGB strip video that he put out. I want to put that in there too. 2 minutes over. I'm sure I was 2 minutes late. That's it. See you, boys. Everybody have a great day, all right? I'm out of here. Take care. Be safe. Learn